Alright, what's up? I'm about to talk about this new Lil Wayne mixtape, Dedication 5. Uh, I'm gonna skip the majority of the biographical background info, because I kind of assume most people watching this are pretty familiar with Lil Wayne, kind of know who he is, what he's done throughout his career. This is the second project he has released this year, however. He released I Am Not a Human Being 2 back in March, I want to say, and this mixtape is a blend of original production and other people's beats. And if you want to know specifically which beats he used on this thing, you can just go to Wikipedia, type in Dedication 5, it'll have a list for you there. But yeah, I enjoyed the mixtape for the most part. I thought, it was very listenable. Um, I really enjoyed the kind of lighthearted feel that I thought it kind of maintained. When I say lighthearted, I mean, you know, Lil Wayne was, more or less kind of seemed like he was goofing off, which is not, not really a bad thing at all. He was cracking a lot of jokes on the skits or the interludes or whatever, and, all of his punchlines are just so fucking, they're just so comical, you can't help but, smile at them, even if it's over some heavy-ass trap beat. So I really enjoyed the lighthearted feel. Lil Wayne's never been a guy to take himself too seriously, which is what a lot of people really like about him. So yeah, I thought he had a good flow throughout this whole thing, which is impressive considering it is a 20-plus track project. I'd say if you really want to hear him flow, check out the song The Levels. He fucking murders that shit. That's over a Meat Mill beat. Throughout this whole thing, you can really see Lil Wayne's charisma. He's generally known as being one of the most charismatic men in not only hip hop but entertainment in general. And, that's like an intangible thing that I feel he has. You can't learn how to become as charismatic as Lil Wayne, or as clever, as witty, or as rhythmically inclined, I guess you could say. So yeah, I thought the features on here were mostly impressive. T.I., he had 3 verses on here. He was on Typa, Fuck With Me, You Know I Got It, and Feds Watching, and he murdered all 3 of his verses. I thought he was easily the standout on this. The Weeknd, he did the intro, and I thought that was actually very well done. It served as a good introduction into the rest of the project. Chance the Rapper was on a song called The You Song. I would imagine, I haven't really looked at anybody else's opinion on this, but I would imagine a lot of people say this is probably a corny type of song or whatever, but I actually thought it fit in pretty well, Chance the Rapper really seemed to, fit in on this hook, on this song, because, this is really the type of stuff he usually, raps and sings about. And, I would say about the You song, it's, the reason it's good is because it's so corny. That's why it's meant to be that way. Lil Chucky, he had a song on here. It was called Before Tune Gets Back, and it was just like 2 minutes 45 seconds or so of him just straight up, just flowing. He wasn't exactly dropping like lyrical gems or anything, but he switched up his flow a few times, and it was definitely, it was really listenable. You listen to the whole thing, and you realize, goddamn, that was 2 minutes 45 seconds. So, those were all good tracks. I thought Lil Wayne picked good beats for this. He's another guy. I know I talk about this a lot. He really knows his sound. He knows what he sounds good on, which really that comes with experience. And, he knows what he wants to sound like. Really, I would say, like, most people would say Lil Wayne has fallen off since either the release of Carter 3 or even Carter 2, or since he got out of jail. I'm not exactly sure when I believe Lil Wayne started to decline in artistic skill, but I certainly do believe that it has occurred at some point after the release of the Carter 3, at least. Like I said, he's still the charismatic, funny dude, but he just, like, like if you notice this whole review, I'm talking about how the mixtape sounds, you know, the flows, the beats. I haven't said anything about the lyrics, and that's what I'm talking about with Lil Wayne falling off. His lyrics have gotten way less clever, you know. Like it used to be, you know, Lil Wayne could make a song and just throw it on the mixtape, but it would still, you would still want to, you would still laugh at something he said. It'd still make you smile, it'd still make you chuckle, and that would, you know, be 3-4 times a song, and that's what really set him apart, in my opinion. And now, you know, I mean, he, you know, he's flowing pretty well, and he's got all his good beats and everything. His lyrics just are not there anymore. I mean, they haven't been for a while. So, you know, I mean, I'd say, you know, it's either drugs or just maybe a general lack of passion, I guess, anymore. But, you know, he really, throughout this whole thing, there was only maybe a few lines that I really kind of started laughing at or found to be particularly amusing. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, for the most part, it was listenable, it was enjoyable. I just feel like this is another example of Lil Wayne, you know, and his declining rap skill. I mean, make no mistake, you know, this is probably the best Lil Wayne project I've heard since the Carter 3. Granted, I haven't listened to everything that he's put out, but at least for me personally, I enjoyed this more than anything he's put out since the Carter 3. So, you know, it's worth a listen. If you're a, you know, hardcore Lil Wayne fan, check it out. It is, you know, like a free download. It is a mixtape. And so yeah, props to Lil Wayne. You know, I really do feel like it's at least a little bit you stepped up. So just, you know, please stay off drugs. That's all I can say. So yeah, thanks for watching.